The room was dark, lit only by the faint glow of stars through the wide glass windows. The air hummed with tension. Around a large, circular table, alien leaders from dozens of star systems whispered and argued. Their faces, strange and varied, reflected fear. This was a Galaxy Council, the body that had kept peace in the stars for centuries. Yet, tonight, even they looked terrified. "Earth is not ready," said the council leader, a tall being with silver skin and eyes like molten gold. His voice echoed in the chamber. "We cannot allow it to be dragged into this war. Leave it alone." Murmurs spread around the room. Some aliens shook their heads, their antennae twitching in disbelief. Others clenched their claws, angry that one planet could cause such panic among the galaxy's most powerful leaders. But council leader, a blue-skinned diplomat, protested. "If we do not intervene, the war will spill into their system. Millions will die. They are weak, unprepared, and unpredictable." The leader replied firmly. "Humans have no idea about the danger approaching. If they learn too early, it could destroy everything." Outside, in the quiet darkness of space near the solar system, a small scout ship drifted silently. Its sensors were active, scanning the planets below. Earth, it was a blue and green marble, spinning gently around its sun. Nothing about it suggested power. Nothing at all. Yet the council knew the truth. Earth was not just another world. Something about humans made them different. Their resilience, their creativity, their ability to survive impossible odds. It was unmatched in all the galaxy, and that was why the council feared them. On Earth, life continued as usual. Children played in parks. Cars moved along busy streets, and the sun set quietly over distant mountains. No one looked up at the stars and wondered what was coming. Most humans believed the universe was vast, empty, and silent. They could not know that far above, a decision was being made that could change everything. Inside a laboratory, a young scientist named Maya Carter stared at a blinking monitor. Energy readings from deep space were unusual, irregular, almost alive. She frowned. This doesn't make sense," she whispered to herself. "It's like something or someone is watching us." Meanwhile, the council's debate grew more intense. "We have to warn them," one alien shouted. "They must prepare." "No," the leader snapped. "If we warn them, they will panic. They will fight when they should hide. Earth cannot handle war like ours. They would destroy themselves, and worse, reveal their potential to our enemies." A holographic star map appeared above the table. Red dots flickered across space, showing enemy fleets moving with precision toward Earth sector. The council fell silent. Every dot represented millions of lives, and the humans below had no idea. "We must decide," the leader continued, his voice low but sharp. "Do we intervene? Do we try to protect them? Or do we leave them in ignorance and risk everything?" A faint alarm sounded. A scout ship had returned. The room went tense as the ship's report came in. "They are approaching faster than expected," the envoy said. "The fleets, they are coming for Earth." Gasps echoed around the chamber. Some aliens clawed their heads in disbelief. Others muttered curses in languages no human could understand. The council knew that whatever happened next, Earth would be changed forever. The leader leaned forward. His golden eyes glowed brighter. "Prepare a message," he ordered. "One that will reach the humans, but carefully. They must not know the full truth. Only enough to survive if they can." Back on Earth, the sky darkened as night fell. Stars glittered like diamonds. A single meteor streaked across the horizon, unnoticed by most. Yet for Maya Carter, that meteor felt different. Her instruments had been acting strangely all evening. "It's not just a rock," she said. Her hand shook slightly as she typed on her keyboard. "Something is out there. Something big." And far above, hidden in the shadows of the asteroid belt, alien eyes watched. They were the scouts, the first to witness humanity. And what they saw shocked them. Humans, so small, so fragile, were already showing signs of brilliance, courage, and determination. The council had feared this. They had feared humans were too dangerous to remain unaware. But humans had no idea. They were unarmed, unprepared, Yet unknowingly, they carry a spark that could change the outcome of a war spanning the galaxy. The council's chamber was tense. Leaders argued, debated, and feared. Every moment wasted could mean disaster. One council member broke the silence. "We are making a mistake. This war, it is not like any other. If humans awaken fully, we may have no control over what happens next." The leader's face was grave. "Control is no longer the point," he said quietly. "We must survive and hope Earth does not destroy itself in process." Outside, Earth spun silently in the void, blissfully unaware of the cosmic storm heading its way. But the first ripple of change had begun, and soon nothing would ever be the same. The Council's decision hung in the air, heavy and final. Leave Earth out of the war, or risk a force no one in the galaxy could predict. And somewhere in the quiet streets of a sleeping world, humans continued their lives, ignorant of the terrible, thrilling future waiting among the stars. The night sky over Earth was calm, but above the clouds, something moved silently. A sleek, dark ship glided through the atmosphere, unseen by any human eye. Its surface shimmered like liquid metal, reflecting the moonlight. Inside, the alien envoy observed the world below, noting every city, every light, every tiny movement of life. "Are they ready?" whispered a soft voice from the control panel. The envoy shook its head. "No, they cannot be, but they are intriguing, stronger than we expected." Back on Earth, Maya Carter sat in her laboratory, eyes glued to the monitors. Strange energy patterns continued to pulse in the sky. Her heart raced. "It's not just a signal," she said. "It's intelligent. I think someone is trying to communicate." She tapped at the console, trying to decode the message. Symbols and codes flashed, too complex for any ordinary human technology. Yet something in her mind understood fragments of it. Meanwhile, far above the solar system, the Galaxy Council watched intently. "The envoy has landed," one member whispered. "Observe, but do not interfere. Humans must not know the full truth." On the ground, the alien envoy moved cautiously through the shadows of a remote forest. Its body shimmered and changed shape, blending perfectly with the night. Humans would never notice it, unless, of course, they were exceptional. And humans were exceptional. A small group led by Maya had been following the strange signals. Their curiosity drove them into the forest that night. They saw a flicker of light, a strange shape that seemed alive and yet mechanical. One of them gasped, "What is that?" The envoy turned its head slowly. Its voice was calm but alien, almost musical. "Do not fear. We mean no harm, yet." Maya's eyes widened. You're not from here. Who are you?" The envoy paused, calculating. "I am an observer from the stars. Your world is unique. Your kind is different. You possess potential that even the Council fears." "Potential? What do you mean?" Maya asked. Her mind raced. "We're just humans, ordinary people." The envoy's eyes glimmered. "Ordinary? Perhaps. But even ordinary humans have qualities that cannot be predicted. Creativity, resilience, and courage beyond measure. These traits, they make you dangerous to those who seek to control or destroy you." Maya stepped closer, intrigued and frightened. "Dangerous? To whom?" "To others," the envoy said, its voice trembling slightly, as if unsure of revealing too much. "There's a war approaching. Forces beyond your understanding. We fear that if you are involved, everything could change. The Council debates whether to protect you or to hide you." The humans listened in stunned silence. They could not fully understand the scale of the warning, but they felt the weight of it. Their lives, their planet, the entire solar system, everything was about to be swept into something immense and terrifying. Meanwhile, the envoy transmitted a brief message to the Council above. "They are interesting, smarter than expected. Their adaptability is remarkable. If they awaken fully, they will alter the war." On the Council screens, the leaders' eyes widened. Some whispered in panic. Others clenched their fists. "They cannot be controlled," one muttered. "If humans learn too much, it could ruin everything." Back on Earth, the encounter was brief but unforgettable. The envoy handed Maya a small device, glowing softly. "Keep this safe. It is a key. You may not understand it now, but soon you will. Trust your instincts. They are your greatest weapon." Before Maya could ask more questions, the envoy vanished, leaving only the faint shimmer of starlight behind. The forest returned to silence, but nothing felt the same. Humans had been touched by forces far beyond their comprehension. Later, in her lab, Maya examined the device. It pulsed with energy that seemed to respond to her thoughts. "It's alive! Somehow," she whispered. "It wants me to do something." And somewhere above, in the council chamber, alien leaders debated fiercely. "We cannot interfere further," said one. "Yet we cannot ignore them either. If humans awaken, they may become the deciding factor in this war. Too powerful to guide, too unpredictable to ignore." The envoy's mission had succeeded. Humanity had glimpsed the stars. And for the first time, the galaxy knew that humans were not ordinary. They were different, and that difference could either save them or destroy them. Far away, enemy fleets moved closer to the solar system, unaware that the humans below were already awakening. The first contact had been made. The first spark had been lit. And with that spark, a new chapter in the story of Earth and the galaxy was beginning. The morning sun rose over Earth, painting the cities and forests in golden light. To humans, it was a normal day. Birds chirped, cars honked, and life went on. But in a small laboratory on the outskirts of the city, Maya Carter and her team were far from normal. The device given by the alien envoy pulsed softly on the table. Strange symbols lit up in response to Maya's touch, and patterns emerged that no human mind had ever seen before. "It's like it's alive," Maya whispered. "It's showing us possibilities, things we never thought possible." Her team leaned closer. They experimented cautiously, testing the device. Each attempt revealed a new solution to a problem, a pattern to a puzzle, a shortcut no human could naturally think of. It was subtle, but unmistakable. The device was unlocking a hidden potential within them. Meanwhile, above the solar system, the Galaxy Council watched anxiously. "They are learning faster than predicted," one alien said, its voice shaking. "They are adapting at a speed no species has ever achieved." "They are not just learning," another replied. "They are creating, innovating, improvising. If they continue like this, Earth will become a factor we cannot control." In the city, small signs of human ingenuity were appearing everywhere. A teenager fixed a failing power grid using nothing but scrap electronics. Workers solved a problem in a factory in hours that would have taken machines days. People in remote villages discovered ways to survive storms and floods using creativity that amazed even themselves. It was not just intelligence. It was adaptability, courage, and determination, humanity's hidden strengths. The Council feared it. The envoy had reported, "They are dangerous not because they are powerful, but because they are unpredictable, uncontrollable. If humans fight, no one can know the outcome." Back in the laboratory, Maya felt the weight of responsibility. "If this device can help us, we need to use it carefully," she said. "We are not ready for war, but we are learning, and that learning itself is dangerous to those who watch us." Suddenly, a low hum filled the room. The device emitted a holographic map, projecting not just the stars around Earth, but distant fleets moving through space. Enemy ships, massive and armed with technologies humans could barely imagine, were on a course toward the solar system. Maya gasped, "They're coming faster than we thought." Outside the city, unnoticed by most, small alien probes landed in secret. They observed humans, recording every movement, every solution, every act of courage. Reports were sent to the Council, causing alarm. "They are not ordinary," the Council leader said gravely. "Every action they take demonstrates creativity and resourcefulness. They are a force no one expected." Back on Earth, a minor earthquake struck a remote village. Without hesitation, villagers improvised. They reinforced structures with whatever they could find, guided children to safety, and saved animals trapped in collapsing buildings. News of these events spread, reaching scientists, engineers, and even ordinary citizens. Humans were learning, solving, surviving, and the galaxy noticed. In the shadows of the council chamber, debates grew louder. Some leaders wanted to recruit humans immediately. Others argued that doing so could be catastrophic. One voice rose above the rest. If humans awaken fully, no force in this galaxy can predict what they will do. They cannot be controlled. We may have to negotiate with them. On Earth, Maya and her team realized that their small discoveries could change everything. We can't fight yet, she told her friends, but we can prepare. We can learn. And maybe we can protect ourselves without anyone realizing how strong we really are. And so, humans continued their lives, learning and adapting, unknowingly displaying strength that terrified the most powerful beings in the galaxy. Above, the council trembled. Earth's species was no longer a simple world to ignore. Humans were different, unpredictable, and now they were awakening. A storm of events was gathering, enemy fleets advancing, alien debates raging, and humans discovering their hidden potential. The first sparks of conflict had been lit, but the humans themselves were the wild card no one could control. The council whispered to itself, fear and awe mixing in their voices. If Earth joins a war, it will not be like any other planet has ever fought. We may have underestimated them, and that could be our greatest mistake. Meanwhile, on Earth, humans remained unaware of the full scale of what awaited them. They only knew one thing for certain. The world was changing. Something powerful was stirring within them. And far above, in the silent vacuum of space, eyes watched every move, waiting to see if humans would remain small and ordinary or rise as a force that could shake the entire galaxy. The night was silent over Earth, but not for long. In a remote forest, Maya Carter and her team were testing the alien device. It pulsed with a faint light, responding to their thoughts and movements. Curiosity pushed them to explore deeper than ever before. Suddenly, a sharp vibration ran through the device. Symbols flashed faster than before. It's reacting. Maya whispered, I don't think it's just a tool anymore. It's alive. Before anyone could understand what was happening, a bright beam shot into the sky from the device. It wasn't dangerous, but it was unmistakable. Alien sensors across the solar system detected it instantly. On the outskirts of the asteroid belt, a fleet of alien ships received the signal. They've activated something, one captain said. They know, or they are about to discover more. Back on Earth, Maya didn't realize the danger. Look at this, she said, showing her friend the holographic star map the device projected. Points of light moved across the galaxy. Enemy fleets, council fleets, secret patrols. They were all here, converging near Earth. Unseen by humans, ships began moving toward the planet. Scouts, fighters, and warships sliced silently through space. The humans had just put themselves on the galactic map. In the council chamber, alien leaders panicked. They have activated it. The humans are sending signals, one shouted. They cannot be allowed to continue like this. Another voice, trembling, replied, We warned them. We begged them to stay out of it. Now, their curiosity may trigger war. Meanwhile, on Earth, a small black triangular ship landed near Maya and her team. Its surface shimmered, blending with the forest. The humans froze, unsure whether to run. You have attracted attention, a calm, melodic voice said. The alien envoy stepped forward, this time visible. Some wish to recruit you. Some wish to destroy you. You must choose carefully, though you do not yet understand your own power. Maya swallowed hard. We don't want to fight. We just want to understand. Understanding is dangerous, the envoy replied. You are clever, adaptable, unpredictable. These traits make you a threat. Already, enemy factions are moving toward your planet. They will not show mercy. In the forest, panic mixed with awe. Maya and her friends realized that the device, which had seemed like a tool for learning, had also made Earth visible to enemies across the galaxy. Their curiosity had consequences far greater than they imagined. High above, enemy ships closed in, scanning the planet for signs of human activity. One captain muttered, They are not ready, but they are here, and they are clever. The humans had only minutes before they would be discovered. Using their quick thinking and knowledge gained from the device, Maya devised a plan. We have to hide it, she said. grabbing the device. And we have to move fast. They ran through the forest, using ingenuity and improvisation to create barriers, camouflage, and distractions. Trees were knocked down, small fires were lit, and shadows played tricks on the sensors. Humans, the galaxy's weakest and most underestimated species, were suddenly using every ounce of creativity to outsmart technology far beyond their understanding. The alien envoy watched silently, impressed. "I did not expect this," it admitted. "Even without knowing what is coming, they are adapting faster than any species should. If the Council sees this, they will fear them even more." The chase stretched across miles of forest. Humans move with surprising speed, navigating obstacles, confusing sensors, and staying just out of reach. Every moment revealed a hidden strength, a resilience that no alien technology could fully predict. Finally, they reached a safe clearing. The device pulsed once more, as if approving their actions. Maya gasped, catching her breath. We made it. Somehow we survived. Above the forest, alien ships paused. Enemy fleets slowed as well. Earth had become a chessboard, and humans were the most unpredictable piece. In the council chamber, whispers filled the room. "They cannot be controlled," one leader said, fear evident in every word. "If they continue like this, they may turn the tide of the war themselves." Maya looked at her friends, exhausted but exhilarated. This is only the beginning," she said quietly. "We don't fully understand it yet, but we're awake now, and we can't go back." Far away, enemy captains adjusted their course, realizing that this planet, small and seemingly weak, could not be ignored. Humans had unknowingly begun their first steps into a war that spanned the galaxy, and no one could predict what would happen next. The chamber of the Galaxy Council was in chaos. Alien leaders from dozens of star systems shouted over each other, their voices echoing through the vast hall. Holographic star maps flickered above them, showing enemy fleets converging on Earth's sector. "They are learning too fast," one alien exclaimed, its multiple eyes wide with fear. "Every time we send scouts, humans adapt. They are clever, unpredictable. They should be contained," another shouted, claws slamming the table. "We warn them. We beg them to stay out of this war. Now look at them." The council leader, tall with silver skin and molten gold eyes, raised his hands. Silence fell, though tension lingered like a storm. "We cannot underestimate them," he said quietly, but every word carried weight. "Humans are different. Their strength is not in numbers, not in weapons, not even in technology. It is in their minds, their creativity, their ability to survive against impossible odds." A blue-skinned diplomat hissed, "They are just a primitive species. How can such small beings be a threat to the galaxy's greatest powers?" "They are not small," another voice replied. "They are unpredictable. That unpredictability terrifies us. They're like a spark in a dry forest, uncontrolled, unstoppable." Reports poured in from scouts observing Earth. Humans were using ingenuity in ways no alien expected. Communities were adapting to disasters, solving problems in hours that machines would take days to fix. Small groups had even used alien technology they barely understood to hide from surveillance. "They are hiding," a frantic council member said. "Our patrols cannot detect them. Every time we think we have them cornered, they escape. How is this possible?" "They are learning," said the council leader. "And if they continue to grow, if they awaken fully, Earth will no longer be a planet we can control or ignore. They will become a factor we cannot predict, a factor that could change the outcome of the war entirely." Murmurs filled the chamber. Some leaders argued for immediate intervention, send fleets, destroy the humans, or force them under control. Others pleaded for caution. "If we attack now," one whispered, "they may fight back. We do not understand the full extent of their potential. We may ignite a force that we cannot stop." The council fell into tense silence. Holograms flickered, showing glimpses of human ingenuity. People improvising solutions, surviving threats, and adapting to alien technology. The images were proof. Humans were no ordinary species. One elder, voice shaking, said, "We underestimated them. Every prediction we made about them, wrong. They are clever, resourceful, and brave. far braver than any species we have known. The council leader nodded solemnly. We must reconsider our plans. We cannot act as we have before. Earth is no longer a pawn. It is a player, and we must decide carefully. Will we attempt to guide them, recruit them, or risk angering them? Outside the chamber, the galaxy's war raged. Fleets moved, battles occurred on distant planets, and enemy factions adjusted their strategies. Yet the Council's greatest concern remained one small blue and green planet, Earth. Meanwhile, humans on Earth continued their lives, unaware of the intensity above them. Maya and her team were learning, experimenting, growing stronger in ways they did not yet understand. Every day, their hidden potential became clearer. The Council's panic grew with each report. If humans rise fully, one alien muttered, they may decide the fate of the galaxy themselves, and none of us can stop them. A younger diplomat spoke hesitantly. Perhaps we should contact them, negotiate, warn them, guide them before it's too late. A hush fell over the chamber. Contacting humans was dangerous. Revealing too much could accelerate their awakening, but ignoring them could be catastrophic. The council leader's eyes glowed faintly. Prepare a message, he said finally, one that can reach them safely, but carefully. We must hope they understand what is at stake. If humans are to survive, they must learn, and if they are to fight, we must be ready. And so, the galaxy's most powerful leaders trembled in fear and awe. Humans, a species they had once dismissed as weak, were now the wild card in a war spanning countless star systems. Far below on Earth, the first sparks of resistance, ingenuity, and courage continued to grow. The Council could panic all it wanted, but the humans were awake now, and nothing in the galaxy would ever see them the same way again. Night had fallen over Earth, but the planet was far from asleep. In hidden laboratories, underground bunkers, and remote villages, humans were learning to adapt. They did not yet know the full scale of the war approaching, but they were already discovering something extraordinary, their own strength and ingenuity. Maya Carter stood before her team, the alien device glowing softly in her hands. We've learned so much already, she said. Now we can use what we know to protect ourselves. The device pulsed as if agreeing, projecting holographic schematics and star maps. Enemy fleets were closing in, but the humans had something no alien could fully predict. Creativity, intuition, and courage. Outside, small groups of humans began improvising defenses. Farmers used scrap materials to build shelters that hid their villages from surveillance. Engineers hacked communication networks to scramble alien sensors. Children and adults alike demonstrated an instinctive brilliance, solving problems in minutes that advanced technology could not. The alien envoy, observing from a hidden position, could not hide its astonishment. They are remarkable, it whispered. Even without knowing what is coming, they adapt, they improvise, they survive. This is unprecedented. Enemy scouts moved closer, ready to capture or destroy the humans. But every plan they made was outsmarted. Humans set traps using knowledge of terrain, created decoys with minimal resources, and communicated in ways alien technology could not decipher. Each victory was small, yet everyone sent waves of panic through the enemy fleets. Back in the council chamber, panic turned to awe. Holograms of human ingenuity were displayed. Humans outmaneuvering drones, repurposing alien tech, and escaping situations no one had thought possible. They cannot be controlled, a blue-skinned diplomat said, voice trembling. They are alive in a way we never expected. Every action they take shows brilliance, unpredictability, and courage. They are not just surviving, the council leader said, his eyes glowing gold. They are shaping their own destiny. If humans continue like this, they will decide the outcome of this war themselves. On Earth, Maya's team discovered how to use the alien device to anticipate enemy movements. By combining intuition with technology, humans were able to plan defensive strategies without fully understanding the device's complexity. Every improvisation, every quick decision, became a shield against destruction. Even ordinary humans, unconnected to Maya's team, began demonstrating their hidden potential. Communities worked together in ways that amazed both themselves and the aliens watching. From small towns and major cities, humans became resilient, adaptive, and unpredictable. The enemy fleets, though far more advanced, began to falter. Their strategies failed against humans who refused to be controlled, who learned and adapted faster than anyone expected. Every encounter showed the galaxy a shocking truth. Humans were not just a species to be conquered. They were a force to be reckoned with. In a secret message, the Council debated their next move. "We cannot attack them now," one leader said, fear evident in its voice. "They are too unpredictable, too clever. If we force them, we may awaken something we cannot stop." The alien envoy, still observing, nodded in agreement. "They are not yet aware of their full potential," it said. "But when they are, no fleet, no weapon, no strategy in the galaxy will contain them." Back on Earth, Maya looked out at the night sky, stars twinkling like distant fires. "We don't know what's coming," she whispered, "but we can fight. We can survive. And maybe we can win." Across the galaxy, enemy captains hesitated. For the first time, humans were no longer the weak, predictable species they had expected. The wild card had revealed itself. The spark of humanity, small and underestimated, had ignited. And the Council and enemy alike realized that Earth was now a player in a war that spanned the stars. And somewhere in the shadows, a message awaited humans. A choice: join the war, stay neutral, or defend themselves independently. Whatever they chose, the galaxy would never forget the rise of Earth's children. The night sky over Earth was alive with faint glows, distant ships, flickering lights, and the faint hum of technology far beyond human understanding. Maya Carter stood atop a hill with her team, the alien device in hand, its soft pulse illuminating their determined faces. A message had arrived from the Galaxy Council, a warning, a plea, and an offer all at once. Humans could join the Galactic War as allies, stay neutral and hide, or defend themselves independently. Whatever choice they made, it would change the fate of Earth forever. Maya turned to her friends, her voice steady but heavy with responsibility. "We can't pretend anymore," she said. "We've learned, we've adapted, and we've survived. The galaxy knows we exist. Now we must decide what kind of humans we want to be." Around the world, humans were unknowingly rising. Communities were fortified, inventions were perfected, and strategies were formed, all driven by resilience, creativity, and courage. Every human action was a testament to the species' unpredictable strength. Far above, in the council chamber, alien leaders watched closely. "They are awake," one whispered. "They are no longer small, weak, or controllable. We must hope they choose wisely or suffer the consequences ourselves." Maya studied the holographic projection of approaching fleets. Enemy ships were coming, but humans were ready in ways no alien could predict. The team discussed their options: join the council and fight alongside allies, stay hidden and neutral, or face the enemies alone with only their wits and courage. "Joining the war could save lives," one team member said, "but we might lose ourselves in it. Neutrality might keep us safe for now, but defending ourselves independently, that's risky, but it's who we are." Maya's eyes reflected the starlight. "We've survived impossible things before. We've learned faster, adapted better, and outsmarted forces far stronger than us. If we fight, we will do it our way." Humans have never followed rules when survival demanded creativity. Below them, cities and villages were silent but prepared. Humans had built hidden networks, repurposed technology, and trained themselves in ways that even they didn't fully understand. Every act was a silent rebellion against the idea that they could be controlled. The alien envoy appeared beside Maya, its eyes glowing softly. "Your species is extraordinary," it said. "You do not yet know your full power. But you must decide, will you step into a war that spans the stars, or defend yourselves as you see fit?" Maya nodded, determination hardening her expression. "We fight, not because we want war, but because we will not let anyone underestimate us again. Earth will defend itself in our way of life, on our terms." Across the galaxy, enemy fleets paused, sensing something they could not understand. Humans, small and seemingly fragile, had chosen their own path. Every alien leader, every fleet commander, every scout watching realized that Earth's species was no longer predictable. They were clever, resilient, and bold. The council murmured in fear and awe. They have made their choice, one said, and we have no idea what they will do next. This is unprecedented. Maya's team returned to the lab, readying themselves. Outside, humans carried on with their lives, unaware that the first chapter of their true galactic story was beginning. Stars flickered, ships moved in the void, and somewhere far away, the enemies of Earth adjusted their plans. But the humans of Earth had awakened, and the galaxy would never forget the day a small, underestimated species decided to fight back. And so, Earth's story began anew, not as a pawn, not as a target, but as a force that could shape the destiny of stars. The Council had begged them to be left out of the war. Humanity had answered, not with fear, but with courage, ingenuity, and the indomitable will to survive. Months had passed since humans chose to fight on their own terms. Earth was no longer hidden. Alien scouts, once invisible in the sky, now hovered openly, studying humans with a mixture of fear and fascination. Maya Carter walked through a city now buzzing with secret preparations. People were building, inventing, and learning faster than ever. Even ordinary humans had discovered extraordinary skills. The hidden potential of humanity was spreading like wildfire. High above, the Galaxy Council watched nervously. "They're growing too fast," one alien muttered. "Their strategies, their inventions, everything is evolving at a pace we cannot predict." And yet, humans did not see themselves as a threat. They saw only survival, innovation, and protecting their planet. Children tinkered with small devices. Teenagers experimented with alien tech, and adults coordinated solutions to problems no species had faced before. The alien envoy that first contacted Maya appeared again, this time not to warn, but to observe. "You have awakened," it said, "and with awakening comes responsibility. The galaxy now watches. Enemies will come, and allies may offer help, but all will test you." Maya looked at the stars, determination burning in her eyes. "We are ready," she whispered. "We do not know everything yet, but we will survive. We will fight, and we will prove that humans are not just another species. We are a force of our own." Far away, enemy fleets adjusted their paths, uncertain of what awaited them. The galaxy had underestimated Earth once. That mistake would not be repeated. And so, the next chapter began, not a story of fear, but humanity rising, clever and bold, ready to face a universe that had once tried to ignore it. The galaxy had begged them to be left out of the war. But Earth had chosen its own destiny.